get up on your feet. What you need to do is catch up with them. Bounce, man, get up on your feet and help me get it.
A victim of the Rochdale sex abuse scandal and former Detective Constable Maggie Oliver, who was instrumental in the investigation, have appeared on Loose Women to reveal the signs of child grooming every parent needs to know. Panelist Syra Khan, who spearheads the show's Never Too Late to Tell campaign to encourage victims of abuse to come forward, was joined by Maggie and victim Sammy Woodhouse to launch the next phase of the campaign. During the show, Syra, who is also an abuse survivor, Maggie, and Sammy, who waived her right to anonymity, explained that the signs form the acronym PROTECT, which stands for peers, recording evidence, open dialogue, technology, enlist help, changes and television. Sammy said of how she was groomed, "It can be quite difficult at times because some of the signs are typical of a teenager. But I was going missing from home, from school, I missed a lot of education. There can be eating disorders, change of friends, clothing, wearing a lot of makeup." She added, "Be careful on social media, mobile phones, and who they're talking to." Syra, who recently revealed she was an abuse survivor, said she's driven to help protect vulnerable children from these evil men. Shocking figures from the National Police Chief Council showed that 420 men are arrested each month over child sexual exploitation in England and Wales, and the rate continues to grow. The police have warned that child grooming is taking place in towns and cities across Britain, and the Loose Women campaign is an attempt to tackle the problem and put a stop to it before it gets worse. Syra, Maggie, and Sammy, who waived her right to anonymity in a bid to encourage others to speak out, explained the signs parents can look out for in their children. Sammy explained that children were at risk from pedophiles who used peers their own age. As a parent, you think, well, actually it's my child's friend, and it's so easy to do. I remember saying to one of my friends, I am going to the pictures with my boyfriend, do you want to come? Never for 1 second did I think he would go on to abuse my friend. Sammy advised parents to keep a diary because it will provide vital evidence for when a case reached a conviction. Write down absolutely everything. Say if your child goes missing, what time, what they're wearing, car registrations, when it's been reported, who they have reported it to. Keep a list of absolutely everything. The panel encouraged parents not to become the enemy and keep lines of communication with your children open as much as possible. Maggie explained that if a young girl is with a boyfriend that you don't approve of, parents risk losing the trust in their children. If you start saying "I told you so," you become the enemy, your child will close down. She added, people make mistakes, children make mistakes, make sure you are not isolating that child even further. Maggie encouraged parents to check their children's phones and activate safety features like location services as a way to protect them. You can see where they are and where they say they should be, she said. The former police officer also suggested parents shouldn't allow their children to spend hours alone in their bedrooms with the door locked. That is difficult nowadays because parents are out and they are working and are not always there. Just be switched on. If something doesn't feel right, just be switched on, I would say. Maggie urged other adults to help children in danger. The help shouldn't just come from parents. As a society and a community, we are all responsible for protecting our children. She added, look out for the kids that don't have somebody looking out for them. If you see a 50-year-old guy in a kebab shop with a kid who is 13 and it doesn't look right, then go and say something. Sammy said that as a child gets older and goes through puberty, things to look out for could be their social network changing and going to different places and meeting with different friends. As well as the way they begin to act, adding that when she was a victim of abuse she would often go missing from school and home, would change the way she dressed and wear more makeup. Maggie suggested that the ITV series 3 Girls, the harrowing drama that documented what happened in the Rochdale sex abuse case, is a perfect example of what goes on during grooming and a way to introduce what it is to youngsters. I think all schools should show 3 Girls. It deflects the conversation away from the child who may be in the early stages of being abused. They can talk about 3 Girls and about grooming and not draw attention to themselves. That is invaluable, and I have known that happen.